So first of all, I feel like many of you are in a big position here where you're making important decisions that affect other people. Okay. So we have here the master of your domain. This is the emperor. This is the person that rules their domain. They're in charge. They are a source of authority, and many, many people look up to them. Many people admire them. Many people want to be in their shoes. Okay. So I feel like your energy is coming out as a major player. So you are somebody that many people come to for advice. You're somebody that they come to when they have a problem. They come to when they need a resolution, when they need some clarity, when they need some type of advice. Okay. So I definitely feel like you have a very powerful presence about you where you're kind of like the fixer, the advisor, the person that makes a situation very clear for the next person who might be very wobbly, who might be confused about what their course of action is, about what they need to do. So you're bringing in a lot of guidance, a lot of support, and a lot of clarity for another person. The emperor is somebody that, doesn't operate from the realm of emotions. They do what's right for everybody involved, okay? And that can play out in one of two ways. You can, fix other people's problems, okay? Or you can also be in a situation where you want to take on all the responsibilities. You want to fix everybody's problems. And our energy in general, not just you, Scorpio, our energy is very, very finite. Okay. We have a limited amount of energy and we need to devote the energy to avenues that are productive and especially in ways that are productive. So be careful about not taking so much responsibilities where it disallows the other person to do their fair share of the work in managing and learning about responsibility. And I feel like, this is, it's not an overbearing type of a situation, but I feel like it's right next to the Queen of Coins. This is clinging on to a situation very, very tightly. So it can indicate to me control issues, wanting to control a situation, wanting things to have a very, very specific outcome. And so you're obsessively monitoring it, watching it, and your energy, all of your focus is completely immersed in it. Okay. So we have to learn to kind of like be a little bit more open-handed and to kind of let a situation organically kind of unfold. Okay. It doesn't indicate to me a bad energy because, I've mentioned this before. You guys are very, very much about making sacrifices, especially for the people that you love, and especially when you deem something to be a labor of love. Okay. If it's done out of love, you don't care how long it takes. You don't care how much energy you need to exert. You do it because you feel emotionally compelled to do it. But I feel in this situation, let people learn to be self-sufficient and let people learn to be independent because they have to walk through, their life's journey on their own. And so if you constantly intervene and solve their problems for them, it's really not going to help. Okay. The energy of the emperor as well. It's all about truth and honesty. He is a pillar of strength and stability in a environment. And so what I feel is it's almost like in your home environment, for example, your partner has to consult you. Like, can I buy this? Can I buy that? Can we chip in for this? Can we, do we have enough funds for that? So I feel like you're really, really, wearing the pants in your relationship. And I feel like it's really, really important to soften up. And it's important to balance out the voice of authority in that relationship. Otherwise, the partner might be in danger of withdrawing love, withdrawing affection, or feeling judged, or feeling like they're inadequate because they have to come to you and ask you for things. So you want to be a little bit careful about the power dynamics in that relationship, okay? On the other hand, if you're in the work environment and if this energy is shown up in the work environment, it's definitely very, very good where you are seen as a very competent player in the work environment. you are also seen as somebody with bright ideas. Okay, this is the Ace of Wands. And this is like new projects, new things coming into the picture, and people basically seeking you out mainly because they understand your skills and your competencies. And when they want to get something done, they know that you're the person that they can come to get things rolling, and you get them done fast. You're also honest and straightforward. You won't inflate their expenses. You won't sell them things, for example, that are lemons. You won't lie or cheat them out of a good deal. So I definitely feel you're very, very well respected. Okay. So if it's showing up in the work environment, it's really, really good. If it's showing up in the relationship situation, we need to learn to kind of balance it out. And I feel like your partner is coming to you a lot for consultation, and especially if they're just like, can I buy this? Like asking your permission. Can we buy this? Can we do this? Even though it costs the X amount of money. And I just feel like these should be discussions, okay? Like mutual discussions. It shouldn't be one person constantly asking the other person. So I feel like there might be some lopsidedness here when it comes to relationships and the balance in who's making the money, who's bringing home the money, who's using the money for what, and who's asking permission to, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's not completely balanced if it's in the relationship front. On the other hand, you do have new projects coming in, and your financial situation is really going to stabilize, okay? This Queen of Coins energy, new sources of income, new sources of money coming through. The Queen energy, this is a homebody, okay? This is somebody that either works from home or they work in an office, and they're more like the money manager, the accountant, the people that, the human resources people even. So the accountant, the human resources person, the work that you're doing is very, very centered around home decor, home decoration, home renovation. So I feel like you're getting a chunk of money coming through in those avenues. And then I also feel like there will be people seeking you out specifically for your skills. They might have been recommended by other people. And I feel like there's a lot of forward movement and a lot of wins and traction when it comes to your financial situation. So the first 4 cards to me indicate a lot of successes coming through on the financial front, on the reputation front as well. Okay. We do have as well an air sign that you are dealing with here. And I have here the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This to me usually means like if it's a page and then a female court card, like a mother and child, okay? This could also be a family situation, family members within your home environment, somebody that you might have children with, somebody that you might have known for a really long time. And so what I'm feeling here is I feel like there is some entanglements here, financial entanglements when it comes to mother and child. And if you have custody issues, I feel like some of you are trying to move or trying to leave the geographical location that you're at. We have here the Chariot movement, like physical movement, as well as the World, wanting to move to change location, scoping out new territory. I feel like there might be some issues when it comes to communication, the give and take, like even child support, the terms of custody as it relates to a child of yours, and the parent of the child, the mother of the child or the father of the child, if you are co-parenting, or if you're no longer in the picture. It's like they're geographically here, you're geographically somewhere else, and there's discussions back and forth regarding where do we need to be, who's going to be taking care of this child, how many days a week. So I do see some rearrangement or some discussions heavily centered around who's taking care of the child, what state, what city, and things like that. Those things are all popping up, okay? If you have an air sign that you're dealing with, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, this is somebody I feel they're a little bit unpredictable, okay? The Page of Swords energy, this is somebody who's like very, very, they're just I feel like they're very intelligent. They throw a lot of information at you. Okay. It's almost like you haven't answered the first question and they're throwing you like 5 other questions. Their energy can be a little bit overwhelming, is what I'm sensing. I feel like you've known this person for quite some time because you've watched them mature from a Page of Swords to a Queen of Swords, okay? This is what I call like somebody who might be a little bit up and down, okay? One side, she's smiling, and then the other side, she's like, well, she's not. So one side is like very, very playful. The other side is like very, very stern. One side is very quirky. The other side is just normal. So I feel like you're dealing with an air sign, and Gemini does come up really strongly in this spread, and especially in this card. So Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And once again, this is somebody that is dealing with, we have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords deals with like frustration. It deals with restless nights. It deals with the lack of sleep. It can also indicate as well, they're going through some things that I feel that's making them very inquisitive. That's making them mentally very, very alert. And I feel like they're throwing you a lot of information and you're not really sure as well. You're not really sure how to process or respond to the information that you're getting from them. For some of you, I feel like this person is going to be coming to you and bearing, you know, their soul. Like they're going to tell you, here's what I'm really struggling with. Here are some of the things that, you know, I'm having problems with. And once again, the tendency is to want to take it upon yourself to solve this person's problems. Okay? But I feel like you have to learn, you know, loving detachment, Scorpios. We have to learn loving detachment. We have to learn to kind of allow them to make their own decisions, to arrive at their own decisions, to do their own things, follow their own decisions, so that they can learn from it, okay? It would behoove you to kind of relinquish control in this situation and just let them sort things out. You definitely can give advice, but I feel like overstepping your boundaries and even offering so much of yourself in order to fix this, I just don't feel like it's a good it's a good use of your energy, because this is a very stubborn person. They can be a little bit fickle. Today they want to do this, the next day they want to do that. And so if you're expending a lot of energy trying to stabilize this person, you're going to be swept along for the ride, and it's going to be a very bumpy, rocky ride. And so you want to be a little bit careful that you're not affected by their energy, because they seem to me on very very wobbly conditions, and I don't feel like their presence is going to be good for you as we progress, you know, as we round out the month. Okay, let them deal with their situation. They definitely will communicate a lot with you, but I feel like they're a little bit too fickle and too sporadic for you to be around right now. That's what I'm getting here. So the major players in this deck, I feel, is we have here an Aries. Okay, so you have like all elements, okay? But the Aries, there could be a new person that is very established, that's really, I feel like they have the hots for you, okay? Carrying a torch, okay? So I feel like you might get some type of an invitation. You might get some news, some information, some revelation about how this person feels about you, okay? And then on the other hand, I have this air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Communication back and forth is fine, but I just feel like this is somebody that's going through a lot and they need to kind of sort things out on their own. You have a lot of career things that you really should focus your energy on. On the other hand, I also have as well a Capricorn. So this is the devil energy, and the Capricorn energy, it seems to me as if this is somebody that is plagued with a lot of issues. So I have here the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords surrounding this Capricorn. It's a de-escalation in the sword suit. It's getting less burdensome, but they have a lot of issues, possibly depression, anxiety, disappointment and things like that that they're dealing with. And so it is in your best interest to kind of leave this situation alone. And, once again, I see you wanting to, jump in and wanting to kind of like unglue this person or alleviate the situation for this person. But what I feel is, once again, it's codependent. So you want to make sure the other person is able to take care of things for themselves. Okay? Take care of things for themselves. I'm seeing this Capricorn energy. They might be dealing with some things that's really affecting their self-esteem, possibly at work too. Because the Nine of Swords is sleepless nights, staying up very, very late, having a lot of worries, and wondering about the trajectory. Eight of Swords, stuck in a rut, wondering about the trajectory of our lives, feeling a little bit tethered to responsibilities and not having free time. So this is a very barren card in this deck. And so I feel like, I feel almost like they have some things that they themselves need to work out for themselves. Okay? Your focus is very much over here, and everything over here is just glaringly very, very positive. And I just feel like, there's a lot of commute back and forth. There's a lot of opportunities for travel, for movement, for flying here and there. So I do see traveling over through airways, traveling over land. And I just feel like, it's a very dynamic latter part of March for you guys. And you have a lot of things that you're trying to get accomplished. And you have a lot of finances really on your mind because it's really starting to kick up. Okay. So many of you might have recently hit a promotion, for example, or if you're promised a promotion. I definitely see that being it's like if it was promised to you, it's being delivered to you. And then I'm also seeing a lot of new projects that you can do to increase and enhance your income generating opportunity, potential. So there's a lot of money, and that's where you need to focus your energy. Really take care of yourself. I see a lot of sleepless nights, people getting sick, not feeling well, physically feeling under the weather, and physically not feeling at your best. So really learn to take it easy. We are headed into the time of Aries. It's the first fire sign. It rules the head. So I'm seeing a lot of fevers, headaches, head congestion, sinus congestion, ear aches as well. So, you got to really take care of that part of your body. Okay. And that means don't overexert yourself mentally, and especially don't let the stress get the best of you.